Hello, and welcome to Glimpses of Grace and Glory. I have an important topic to share with you because I am a new covenant minister, as the Apostle Paul talked about in 2 Corinthians. But I want to show you Paul's concern. I have the same concern. It seems like so many people want to resist the grace message of the grace of God. They want to live under the 10 Commandments and the law. And we're going to get to that. We're going to do this in two parts, but right now I want to bring out Galatians 4:21 to 27 concerning the two covenants. Abraham's two children were representative of. He says, "Tell me, you who want to live under the law, do you not know what the law actually says? The scriptures say that Abraham had two sons, one from his slave wife and one from his freeborn wife." One was a slave wife, was Hagar, and it was actually his wife's servant, and one from his freeborn wife, which was Sarah. The son of the slave wife was born in a human attempt to bring about the fulfillment of God's promise. A human attempt, the self-effort. I'm going to bring about my righteousness to try to attain to heaven, to attain to God's favor. I'm going to use my attempts. It's just like Abraham did by using Hagar. But the son of the freeborn wife was born as God's own fulfillment of his promise. And that's how we're saved, God's fulfillment of his promise. The law was given till the seed should come, and that seed was Christ. And so a law was just our schoolmaster to bring us to Christ. And it's God's fulfillment through his promise, through Jesus Christ, not our human effort. These two women serve as an illustration of God's two covenants. The first woman, Hagar, represents Mount Sinai. What was at Mount Sinai? The 10 Commandments, graven in stone, where people received the law that enslaved them, the scripture says. That's where they received the law that enslaved them. And actually, 2 Corinthians 15 says, the sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. And now Jerusalem is just like Mount Sinai in Arabia because she and her children live in slavery to the law. But the other woman, Sarah, represents the heavenly Jerusalem. She is the free woman, and she is our mother. Don't you see that Isaac was a child of promise? He was supernaturally born against all odds. It had ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. Abraham was too old to have a child. He was a miraculous child of promise, just like Jesus was virgin born. This son, Isaac, represented Jesus Christ and his justification. We are justified by the grace of God alone. The law could never bring life. And we're going to continue this in part 2.